Hi, my name is Nicholas, and today I will be giving you some tips on how to improve your articulation speed. Now, because I play saxophone, these tips will mainly revolve around the saxophone. However, if you play another reed instrument, these tips may apply to you. Now, usually, slow articulation is common in a beginning level player, but even once you get to a higher level of playing, there are certain tips and techniques that you can learn in order to articulate even faster. Now, at a beginning level, usually the cause of these articulation, of slowing down the articulation, is because of bad habits as well as incorrect tongue. There are two main types of incorrect tonguing that I'll be talking about. The first is throat tonguing, which is when the person doesn't actually use their tongue to tongue against their instrument, but instead stops the air within their throat, which you can see why this slows down their tonguing. The second kind of tonguing that is not technically incorrect, but still not recommended, is anchor tonguing. And this is when people take the tip of their tongue and anchor it behind their lower teeth, and actually hit the reed with the middle part of their tongue. Now, this is not technically incorrect, and some people are able to do this and do it effectively. However, it is not at all recommended for beginning students to do this, because it is much more difficult and not more effective at all. Also, an innocent mistake or a bad habit that someone could pick up on is using too much tongue. Now, the correct way to tongue is using not exactly the tip of your tongue, but near the tip of your tongue, and using as little amount of tongue as possible. Now, you only need enough tongue to stop the reed from vibrating, or release the reed from vibrating when you want it. Using too much tongue will, in many ways, dull the sound of the instrument, as well as slow down your articulation significantly. Now, after you're able to tongue correctly and have all your bad habits out of the way, you also need to remember to always have a constant stream of air supported by your diaphragm that is able to push out the notes through your tongue. Now, the only way to improve on both this and the tonguing is to practice it very often. I would recommend printing out a technique page from online or get one that's recommended from your teacher and practice it along with every practice session. You can start it off slowly and over the course of the session speed up the tempo, or you can just start at a faster pace and each practice session get faster. Now, using your tongue at all will improve on your articulation speed, and the more you do it, the better you will get at it. Now, for the more advanced players who want to tongue even faster than normal, there are certain techniques such as double tonguing, flutter tonguing, and growl tonguing, all which can, in some one way or another, speed up the articulation and improve your tonguing. Although some of these, like flutter tonguing and growl tonguing, kind of use a way that is a bit different than average tonguing, as well as even double tonguing, kind of combines normal tonguing along with throat tonguing in order to get a much faster sound. Now, because I'm not an expert in these in any ways, I'm not going to go very far in depth on them, but there are very many resources online that you can find that perfectly well explain how to do these. Now, I hope that these tips helped you in some way, and that you can get your articulation speed up. Thank you.